China is in the midst of a football revolution. The Chinese Super League has grabbed the world's attention by signing top-name players on astronomical wages. Argentine striker Carlos Tevez, Brazilian playmaker Oscar, and Nigerian midfielder John Obi Mikel. By acquiring players like these, the CSL's transfer spending rocketed to over €500 million this year. The massive injection of cash was inspired by President Xi Jinping, a football fan who saw a virtuous cycle of health benefits at home and an increase in soft power around the world. But having encouraged the investment boom, the government made an abrupt U-turn earlier this year, calling for a halt to costly foreign transfers because of fears about capital outflows. So what's the reality? Can Chinese football meet Xi Jinping's ambitious goals? Or will it miss the target? To tell the inside story of China's football revolution, I've come here to Guangzhou RNF, an innovative top-flight club that's challenging bigger and richer rivals. With a far smaller budget, their focus is on developing local talent and unearthing rough diamonds in the global transfer market. If that approach sounds familiar, it's because Serbian coach Dragan Stojkovic is a protege of legendary Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger.
His style of coaching is very similar to what I'm doing today. I explain them also that they should be very patient because the football is you can't change in one day or 1 week.
He's instilled his long-term philosophy right through the club, which is known in Chinese as Fu Li. The club is staking its future on developing young Chinese players. But the rising interest and the flood of TV money in the CSL today is down to overseas superstars like Fu Li's Israeli international and league top scorer Eran Zahavi.
I think in China is everyone want to play in attack, everyone play offensive football, then you see many goals.
Zahavi has been a huge success, scoring 27 goals this season, but there have been some costly flops, including Carlos Tevez, who's paid a rumoured $750,000 a week, but has scored only twice.
From my point of view, the money is not played on the pitch. Have some players that they play in many big games in Champions League, and then they come to China and they need to adapt.
Fu Li club captain and Chinese national team defender Zhang Zhipeng says it's the Chinese players who have most to gain from playing against Brazilian superstars like Oscar and Hulk.
实际上是在一个学习的一个过程当中，去怎么去防住这样更高级别的球员。真是没想到现在能发展成这个样，就像浩克这样的世界球星奥斯卡呀，然后包括扎哈维这样的，就是以色列的梅西，然后包括帕托这样的，就是都能勇于到就来到中超来踢球。
The ultimate goal for China is for the national team to first qualify and then hold its own at the World Cup. But that dream is still a long way off. Nicky Wong, Fu Li vice chairman and former local government graftbuster, thinks it's up to China's football clubs, not the Communist Party, to develop the game.
那么这种政府主导的足球的热情，我个人不认为能够永久去持续下去。基本上所有球队都处于一个比较亏损的状态。
Like other ambitious Chinese organizations, Fu Li is looking to learn from overseas.
之后我们希望有一个更好的营收来去达到至少收支平衡这样的一个 balance。阿森纳是我们一个很好样板。
Some football experts in Europe continue to deride the CSL as a retirement home for overpaid has-beens. But Chinese fans are buying into President Xi's football dream, driving attendances up by 60% since 2010. More people now come to watch the average CSL game than top-flight matches in football powerhouses like France, Italy and the Netherlands. Sir Tu Jiajin started supporting Fu Li when it was founded in 2011. He comes to every home game as part of a hardcore group of fans.
因为这也是人生的一个部分。作为人生来说，人生也有起起伏伏的时候，所以这就是可以说我与富力是一直同在的。
Fuli also has an international fan club, somewhat appropriately called the Fooligans.
Never underestimate the Fuli, because we often surprise these bigger sides.
Today, Fuli are taking on one of the financial giants of the CSL, Beijing Guoan, which was acquired earlier this year at a valuation of over $800 million, making it worth more than 7-time European champions AC Milan. To the delight of the home fans, Eran Zahavi scored the winner after a clinical through ball by Zhang Zhipeng. It's precisely this combination of global superstar, homegrown talent and local passion that Xi Jinping hopes will drive China's football revolution and his quest to project Chinese soft power. Ben Bland, Financial Times, Guangzhou.